Welcome to our workshop. We're going to start with Kimberly Thigpen-Tart and an introduction from the National Institutes of Environmental Health Sciences. Kimberly.
And immediate technical difficulties. I'm hitting the screen. Excellent. Okay. And how do we get to presenter mode? It's okay. Okay. Can I see my notes? Can I see my notes on here? Presenter mode? If not.
You did ask that question.
I did, but if we'll see. So before I get started, I'll apologize for my voice. This is actually week 3. Like most of the South, spring came about the first week of February in North Carolina, and the pollen came with it. And so this year, I'm having a really fun reaction to that. So I apologize. It's ongoing, although it doesn't feel like spring today. But I think it's supposed to be back up like near the 80s by the end of the week. So, you know, but they say there's no, anyway. All right. No, I can't. There's still coming? Not coming. Okay. Can we have slides? Okay. No notes, but we can have slides. So, okay. Well, good morning. My name is Kimberly Thigpen-Tart. I am in the Office of Policy Planning and Evaluation at the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences, which is the sponsor for the Standing Committee. So I want to welcome you all to today's workshop. For the few of you in the audience or online watching who may not know about the Institute, take just a few minutes. We are one of the 27 institutes and centers of the National Institutes of Health. We are located in North Carolina, not in Bethesda. We have a variety of programs, including intramural, extramural, and clinical research. We provide leadership, housing, and most of the funding for the National Toxicology Program. And I see our director back there somewhere. Exactly. Like our sister institutes, the majority of our funding, however, does go out in extramural grants to universities and research institutions across the country and globally as well. Unlike our NIH sister institutes, we are not focused on a specific organ system or disease, but rather far more broadly on the understanding the causes and therefore how to prevent disease and promote public health. So here you have a graphic of our strategic plan, and I'm not going to walk through all of this, but you can see in addition to our research, we consider the things sort of inside the circle to the left and to the right, also critical to our mission: training and education, communication engagement, translational science, the dissemination of the research that we do and that we fund so that it can inform decision making and policy. And that is the basis for our support for the Standing Committee. So I wanted to take you just very quickly through a couple of our strategic goals that are particularly pertinent to the topic we're discussing today, which is causal understanding. First and foremost, of course, is our strategic goal number 1, which is about fundamental research and understanding the pathways of disease. In addition, strategic goal number 3, which is about exposure science, and also incorporates some of the discussions that we might have later about the improvement and the use of epidemiological studies to support causal inference. So goal 7, of course, is knowledge management. So this is the development of new bioinformatics and data science technologies to facilitate discovery and to support the causal inferences that we make to curate this data, to allow access to it, and to allow the kinds of information and the sheer volume of information that's now needed to support causal understanding, since we've sort of plucked the low-hanging fruit, if you will, and we are getting further down into the molecular basis, which is a very difficult topic, and it also produces reams of information. And lastly is strategic goal number 10, which what you can't see with these is there are sub-goals underneath. This goal, I would argue, although it stresses economic impact of policies, is also really about the value of information, which is, as we're talking today about causal understanding, I think we're in a time where more than ever, science in general, and particularly environmental health science, because of some of the issues related to causal understanding, is really under more scrutiny than ever before. And so it's really important that we be able to demonstrate both the credibility of the information and logical and reasonable pathways, and then also ultimately the value of that information for protecting health, and also for that it makes economic sense to do so. So I'm very excited. Clearly, I hope I've demonstrated that this workshop is well within the wheelhouse of what the NIEHS considers most important, and I thank you for being here and your participation, and I look forward to the discussions.